The government is planning to integrate Duksi and Madrasa into mainstream education sector. This means that the Duksi and Madrasa teachers will be paid by the government and their centers will serve as feeder schools in areas where the government schools are not available.
I am Harun Muhammad Yusuf.
The acting secretary of the National Council for Nomadic Education, Harun Muhammad Yusuf, is the man behind the harmonization program. Once successful high school teacher and principal in Wajir High School and later on at Garissa High School, Harun said the program will help communities that are excluded from the mainstream learning system due to nomadism.
And this has now led to a lot of exclusion to the extent that close to about 2 million children within the nomadic counties, I believe, not be going to school at the right time. And of this, 80% within the nomadic counties. And within the nomadic counties, close to 65% of that number is predominantly in the Muslim counties of Lamu, Tanariva, Garissa, Wajir, Mandera, Marsabit, Moyale.
The harmonization move will help Muslim communities living in 7 counties since they operate parallel education system entirely funded by the community.
Duxis be declared as feeder schools, where the schools are not closed, because in the regions where the nomadic setup, distance is a big issue. Between a school X to a school Y is a span of about 50 kilometers. And in between you find some settlements that are there in between. And the children can come gather together in the Duxi and become and form a learning center. We want to have a scenario where those learning centers now are recognized as early learning centers. And they can just be doing the learning the Quran and basically alone, on their own, with the Duxi instructors around, up until they will reach a scenario where they can join or transit to another school, which will have all the necessary infrastructure.
The program is set to be launched next week in Garissa. The event will be attended by the Cabinet Secretary for Education, Amina Mohammed, the 7 governors, county speakers and education CACs from counties where the program will be implemented at.
Yeah. And that's why now we have a forum which is coming up on the eve of 3rd, 4th and 5th of May 2018 in Garissa at Nomad Hotel. The chief guest of education has been identified as Honorable Duale, who as a person has been very instrumental in supporting these institutions at a personal level.
Harun says the new joint program will give Duksi and Madrasa teachers an opportunity to develop curriculum that will be fully supported by the government, both county and national levels.
Driven by the agenda that these people have already been excluded from the systems. What strategies can we bring into place and have these people brought on board? How can they be part and parcel? They have the knowledge, they have the skills, but their knowledge and their skills have not been quantified for a long time. How do you give them certificates such that they become part and parcel?
The Duksi and Madrasa teachers will be able to access capitation grants and opportunities to have their level of education assessed for placement by the Teachers Service Commission.
This cadre is to make sure that the athletes seem to be useful. But now we want to have a system where the environment should be right, where they can participate and they're employed, they're given certificates, they're employed as instructors at the schools, they are given capitation grant by government.
Experts believe the program, which will be piloted in Garissa County, will see the enrollment of more than 2 million children of school-going age.
Even those who have attained an E in the present system will be very useful, because we believe that maybe he sat for an exam that he did not prepare for. I mean, the failure is useless, so I want him to go and explore his other talents within the vocational training, within and develop his other talents, be it in sports.
Reporting for Kulam Post, I'm Hibaq Ahmed Charlie.